What is going on with you, YouTube? This is Regular Dave coming at you with another video. All right, man, MLB 15, the show dropped today. I got to play about 3-4 games before I had to lay it down, so I'll give you my first impressions and also let you know if I think it's worth the upgrade from 14 to 15. All right, what you're looking at right now is the licensed equipment. That's one of the big things they're touting this year, and it's actually a welcome addition. I noticed it straight off the bat that players were wearing licensed shoes. You can see the Under Armour or whatever special shoes they wear, the Nike, and then you can see all their equipment, what bat they use, and even brands that you got to watch a lot of baseball to even recognize the brand. That is a welcome addition, and it actually is noticeable. You know what? I guess I never really noticed last year that wasn't going down, or the previous years, but no, it wasn't going down. And now you have Nike and Under Armour and Mizuno and all those other licensed brands. And you know what? The equipment looks good. That's another thing, the upgraded graphics. If you take a look at last year's show and this year's show, as far as like gloves and things like that, shoes, it's kind of blurry. It's kind of doesn't have great detail, but this year has great detail, and that's one thing that stands out. Now, let's be honest, man, the show is in a pretty difficult position because they've put themselves there. The game has been so damn great that it's hard to really improve and reinvent the wheel on something that you have, I wouldn't say perfected, but you got pretty damn close to perfect. And to add things to make people want to buy this yearly is kind of tough. So what they have to do is add a whole bunch of different little things instead of one big thing to improve this game, because it's an outstanding game to begin with. I do think there are enough little things to actually say, yeah, this is worth the purchase, man. It's worth the upgrade. Also, they're gonna be shutting down your damn servers coming up soon, so you might not have no choice but to purchase MLB 15 to show. All right, let's talk about things that I dislike with the game. There's not a whole lot, but you know what? When you start talking about the show and the dislikes, you have to get a little bit nitpicky, but there are things that are there. One, the player likenesses, sometimes it looks just like the players and sometimes it kind of looks like the players. One thing that I definitely think needs an upgrade, and I don't know if that's common or if even people agree, is the hair, man. The hair is so stiff. Sometimes some players, especially the guys with the long hair, it looks so unreal that it kind of takes away from the players' characters. Players like Clayton Kershaw, man, you know, you got the long hair that curls in the back. Man, it looks like he's wearing a hair crown in this game, like a mold of hair. So if they get approval on that, give him that Laura Croft lifelike hair that flows, that would be sweet. I don't know if that's even possible for as many people that are on the screen at the same time, but yo, the hair, they got to work on it, man, because sometimes that could take away from the players' characters. I could definitely tell you, like, looking at like somebody like Hunter Pence, yeah, it favors him, it resembles him, but it's not that 2K15 face scan technology where it's like, all right, that is the guy. Another thing that I'd like to see is some collision detection technology, some physics, something. Look, when you're like still in a base, or just when you're sliding to any base and a guy tags you out, he tags right through your body. I don't know if it happens all the time, but in the cases I went back and looked at the replay, man, there's no physics in his glove touching your arm. He just goes right through you. Now look, I would definitely want him to add physics, but if you know what, if it's at the cost of it being a debacle like the Infinity engine, you know what, just keep swiping right on through the players, man. I could take it. I don't want the game to go haywire, but that would be nice, man, to have, you know, your guy tag the other guy out and, you know, touch his arm and you can see his arm move or lift up or something like that. That definitely would be a welcome addition. That's something they could advertise in next year. That is actually something that I've expected them to fix a while ago. Another thing, as far as presentation goes, man, again, the commentary's a bit stale, man. We've had Matt Vasgersian, Eric Karros, and Steve Psycho Lyons in the booth for so long, man. They definitely need to upgrade that crew and well, not upgrade, but just refresh the crew, man. We've heard them long enough. Their voice, their sound is getting a little old as far as this video game goes. It'd be nice to get somebody else in there, man, because I'm tired of hearing the same things, and it'd be nice, man. If we could get a Joe Buck in there, oh my goodness, every game would feel like the World Series. That would be awesome. But yeah, definitely that crew is stale. The commentary's not bad. It's just kind of tired of hearing it. I turn it down these days. Another thing that's new are animation transitions, and I can tell you I definitely noticed, especially in the fielding, because it seems like it seemed like last year that they didn't really have a transition from some of the animations, so it'd be kind of wonky when you did certain things and then decided to throw the ball to the cutoff man or the second base. Things would go, it looked funny sometimes, but I'm noticing the transitions are nice. Now they're touting a bunch of whole new animations, and that's really hard to say, man. This game has so many animations. I don't know, man. You can go a lot of games without seeing the same animation. So when I see a new one, I don't know if it's new, if it was in there last year or not. That's how good this game is. That's how realistic this game is. And that's how immersive this game is in baseball. There's never a time in this game where you're really not immersed into the game. And that's a great sign for a sports game. One of the things about playing a sports game, is that, a lot of people who play sports games play it so much that it's just so refreshing not to see the same thing over and over. That's what kind of makes a game stale. But when they have as many animations and different things, and the presentation that can happen in MLB The Show, it makes you come back because you want to see something new, and you're going to get something new. You might see an animation and you ain't see that animation in the last 50 games, and you're like, oh man, I remember when that happened, a few months ago. So kudos for them for all the animations they have and the animations that they added on top of the ones that they have. All right, man, bottom line, I think there's going to be a fair share of people that says, yo, this ain't that much different than the last one. And then the ones that play it and really got into the last one and really get into this one say, all right, I see the differences. There's a bunch of things I actually left out that they added to the game. A lot of things and modes that I don't even play, and a lot of things that they're talking about added to the game that I don't understand. One of the things that they added that I don't really care about is picking up where you left off, because I kind of don't want to do that, man. I play my Dodgers franchise, and I kind of like, getting new guys, and, I got Jimmy Rollins leading off now. So, you know what? I'm doing that. I'm not porting over what I had in MLB The Show, MLB 14 The Show. I'm going to start fresh, but that is one of the key additions. And there are a bunch of key additions that I didn't even mention. Sound off in the comments, man. Let me know what you're interested in seeing in MLB 15 The Show. I'll try to bring you guys some more stuff. All right. Sound off. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll get at you guys another time. Peace.